Welcome back to the channel. Man, we got a lot going on. You wouldn't know it by the amount of videos we're putting out, but we're definitely planning to change that a little bit. We've got some decisions we got to make. I didn't hit the garbage can, but I did ring a bucket. Oh! Woo! Turn you into a one-man riot right here. That's good shit. Let me tell you. We got a lot of stuff going on. Okay, let's get into the love boat thing real quick. Someone commented that we were over centering the throwout bearing on the pressure plate. I personally disagree with that. They said, we need a clutch stop. So, clutch stops are not they're not the cure for technically a weak pressure plate where it's getting sucked. They'll stop the clutch pedal from going, but it's not going to stop but whatever. So we said, hey, we're willing to try it. I mean, if it works, it works. I'm not stubborn. So I took the clutch pedal off, took it out to work. Doug welded a nut on it, so we will be able to. We have different lengths of bolts. We're not stuck on this one. We can double nut it, lock it down. Hits the firewall. We got us a homemade clutch stop. Took 2 seconds. I could have welded this at home. I just don't. My welder, I don't trust it. It's a little bitty janky thing. And Doug took it down there, put the stick on it, just whatever. So we're going to clean this up just a hair. Not that it matters. I'm just doing it. And then we're going to shoot a little paint on it, and then it'll be ready to install back in the car. I'm probably also going to take the pad off and put some of the skateboard deck tape on, grip, just so your foot don't kick off, whatever. So these are more for comfort than, as a matter of fact, there we go. These are more for comfort than for performance. Shoe gets a little damp and dew falls at night at the track. You don't wipe your foot off or something, you click right off of it. So anyway, let me a few little spots here I want to grind up, and then we'll have our we're probably also going to put I have a piece of it I'm looking at right now, probably a piece of a square aluminum possibly on the firewall, and just text good in. Not that we're going to be banging it against the firewall, just give it a double layer. So let me grind this up for a second. There, just like that, we're done. Now we just got to shoot some paint on it. So, all right, we'll see you guys in the next clip. Okay, there you go. So, we're going to put a clutch stop in there and all that kind of stuff. The other thing that we're probably going to do, we've got a lot of things going on in our heads, in our wallets, on the computer, and we're trying to sort through it all to see where we're going. We got a lot of different things we got going on. This is a Love Boat video, so we won't get into other stuff too much, but we've got other cars to work on. As you well know, like the brain, I ordered something for the van to work on it some. We've got the brain stuff to do. We've got this. We're thinking about going back to our other carburetor and trying it and see what's going on with that. Or we could take the carburetor off of the Trojan horse and try that just to see, to get where we're at, to drive it around a little bit or sneak around with it a little bit or whatever. We can always put the carburetor back on Trojan horse, not a big deal. Maybe try this one. If this one, I don't know. I don't know what I'm going to do. I need a notepad. I used to always write everything down on a notepad. Plans, list. I have parts in notepads, parts list and stuff, just numbers everywhere. I got to write it down. It helps me process through. Write it down, see where we're going to go with something. I don't know. I don't know. Gosh. All right. Well, yeah. So let's get to work on the Love Boat, since that's what this video is actually for. Not talking about every other single car that we have. All right. We got her. We're just see. Boom. 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 So we may put something there to reinforce that, and We'll also have to figure out what our actual bolt length. Again, we got different length of bolts. Figure out what our bolt length is to get a, and then set it up, see what we got. So there it is, guys. We did it. We still haven't, we got to put our grippy on there, so everyone calm down, no big deal. I also like to point out this gift from my friends of this Darth Vader printed dildo. So I will be taking that off the car. I should make it the hood ornament. Look at that. I mean, with friends like these, who needs enemies? Got a part in the mail for the Lincoln. Here it is. I'm assuming most of the parts are here. Looks like we're maybe missing one bolt. It's not a big deal. We got plenty of bolts. It is a battery, a push-pull cutoff for the Lincoln, since the way it's set up with the tail lights and the trunk lid, I don't have a good spot that I like to mount the on-off switch. So we'll mount this in, and we'll do the we'll just drill a hole in one of the tail light lenses, and like everyone else. So anyway, we did get this for a Lincoln. Yes, I still am mad at the car, but it's not like I'm not buying parts for it. So anyway, I don't want to lose all this stuff. So all right, cool. Got it mounted to a piece of aluminum. So there we go. Boom. Now we just got to make us a battery cable. Ideally, I could have flipped it up and had it up top, but this is kind of where I wanted to drill the hole. And at least now we've got a place to, you know, disconnect. We don't have to take the deck lid off to disconnect the battery, which is freaking awesome, because that was a huge pain in the butt. And like I say, it's pretty sturdy. See, it's not going anywhere. So all we got to do now is just make our get a couple of ends, and we probably got enough battery cable just to make what, without having to get any more cable. We can just chop it and put some ends on it. 2 ends, boom boom, ready to go. So all right, I can live with it, happy. And it wasn't that expensive. I think, what did I say, it was like $60 something shipped, so I could live with that. Got off eBay, as long as it does the job. Well, we got our brass ends to do our battery cable on the Love Boat, but we're going to do that later on. It's not the only thing we got in the mail. We also got this.
I was already actioning before you said action.
I know.
Merry Christmas. May your Christmas be filled with joy and yummies.
And yum.
Making up for the lack of cookies.
We got plenty of cookies the last time you sent cookies.
I know.
Who's it from? Jason.
Jason, Brutal Ford, laugh out loud.
Golly.
Merry Christmas.
All right, crack that box open, homie. What's your shirt? Hold on, I'm gonna get your shirt. Yo. This is how badly she wanted to look at these cookies. I said, hey, you know, you're wearing your pajamas and stuff. She goes, I don't care. I don't care. I want to see those cookies.
I'm kind of hiding behind a
Christmas tree or a table?
Or the table.
Well, the Christmas tree lights are like really
bright.
Yeah, they're pretty
Good.
bright.
Oh, well, do they show a lot?
No, I mean, they make everything kind of hazy.
Oh, good.
Hurry up.
Hurry up. Oh, sorry.
Yeah, we want to see the cookies.
Okay.
That's what we want to see.
Oh.
Uh-oh. What do we got here? Oh, wow.
Why are they in a thing? Oh, what is that?
What?
Buttercream frosted vanilla
Cupcake. Oh, damn. This guy telling me I need to lose weight and sends me this stuff. I know, right? All right, crack that other box, Holmes. Those look delicious.
That looks like a red velvet one.
I'm actually going to eat one of those in a minute. We get done with this.
You should tell what time it is. It's like 11:30.
It's 11:30. It's never. It's 5 o'clock somewhere.
And yes,
It's cupcake time somewhere. Oh, and you're still in your pajamas?
Yeah. Cookies.
Oh, cookies.
Thank you.
Oh, pretzel. She loves. That's what she was hoping for. Is it good?
Mm-hmm.
All right. You see what the hell you guys are doing to me? There's a reason. I mean, it is what it is. So, the other thing we're going to do, you probably saw it in the title, is that it's our end of the year review. Now, I've already done this a few times and had deleted the video, so we're going through it quick now. 2025, how'd our season go? Good and bad. We made 83 total passes on 13 trips. Technically, I really kind of wanted to make 100 passes, but that's my own fault. I didn't race during the summer any, so if I wanted to make 100 that bad, I would have went to the track and made them, but I didn't, so no one to blame but me. We raced 3 cars in this season. We raced the VALEO TD, made 63 total passes. We raced the Trojan Horse and made 19 total passes, and we took the Love Boat twice. I only counted 1 trip because we only made 1 pass on the trip. If you don't make a pass, it don't count as a trip. I don't count my spectator trips. So out of those 63 passes for the VALEO TD, 57 of them were in the 6s, and the Trojans 19, 15 of them were in the 6s. So that's not too bad. What happened on the other passes? Well, on the VALEO TD, we had 4 gear misses. We pulled it out of first twice, which is odd. And we missed second twice. So we also had 2 passes where we had to let out of it for various reasons, moving around or something like that, or it ran like a 7. So Trojan Horse, we missed 3 gears. We missed third. We went on 1 trip. We made 2 passes. We missed third gear on both passes, and that's when we decided something was wrong with the transmission. That's also when we did the X-Cam. We put the X-Cam in, and we put a different transmission in, and we went back up there, and we ran pretty good. We also put the anti-roll on that we got from John Baker this year. Certainly appreciate that. And Eric finish welded in for us, and we certainly appreciate him on that deal, and it helped the car go straight and made it much more pleasurable to drive. Trojan Horse, Love Boat, we made 1 pass, we missed second gear in it, and it was a disaster. So we also ran a personal best in the VALEO TD this year. It was a 652 with a 7, which was actually like 4 years after it had ran its previous personal best, so that's pretty decent. High mile an hour for this year was 104.68. Don't know if that's an overall. 135, 1.35 with a 7 on the 60 foot was this year's best 60 foot. Don't know if that's an overall. Trojan, 670 with a 9. That's a personal best for him overall. We ran a 101.27, which was a personal best overall for him. And we had a 141 60 foot. I don't know if that's an overall personal best, but it might be. Total passes all time for the VALEO TD is now at 265 passes for this short block, and you guys see how hard I spin it. 152 of those have been in the 6s. Trojan Horse's old smoky short block, 207 total passes on it, and 28 of those have been in the 6s, but we got more to come out of that car. And then out of the Love Boat, 47 overall passes. Nothing to talk about there. Also, that brings my career total to 2466. And speaking of that, next year I'm hoping that we'll get over 2,500. And you may say, well, that's only 34 passes. How can you not do that? Well, with Atmore being closed, we don't know what we're going to do. Actually, I don't really have a lot of interest in going to North Florida Motorsports Park. That's about 5 hours on the road there and back, and on a Sunday, that's just not going to work for me because I have to work the next day, and I get up real early to go to work, so whatever. And work comes first. That's just how that is. So that leaves us basically going to Mobile more often than not. I'm not saying I would never go to North Florida Motorsports Park, but it ain't like I'm going there 13 times or anything, 15 times or anything like that. That's not going to happen. Mobile is the next closest track to us, and I'm not in love with it. The track prep leaves a little something to be desired, at least for me and stick shift guys. I don't really love the staging lanes. They're uphill. I don't really love the burnout box. You got to back into it. I mean, I'm nitpicking about that, but you ask me what I like about the place. I'm telling you, there's not much. It's open and it's a drag strip. I don't particularly love the drive to it. I hate going through Mobile. I hate going through the tunnel. I hate the traffic. It's an absolute freaking nightmare. If it was on the east side of Mobile, this would be a totally different conversation. So, it's just, we're not looking forward to it. We went to Holt. We loved Holt. It was central for the group. Everybody was able to get there. It was a great facility, great track prep. Everything was cool. It shut down, so we moved to a worse neighborhood. We moved to Atmore, where the track prep's really good. We don't love the drive. It's not centrally located for everybody. We didn't love it. I mean, it was a good track. We didn't love the way they ran things, obviously, as I've said. And now we're moving to an even worse track, where it's farther away for everybody. It's not centrally located. It's actually farther for everybody. It's not prepped as good, and the other things I named about it. So I don't really know what next year's going to hold for us as far as 2026 project car wise or anything else. I'm just kind of waiting to see what happens with Atmore, see if someone else leases it. I don't know. But if no one else leases Atmore and we're left with Mobile as an option, I'm going to have to make some decisions about how many project cars that we've got, because I can't race all of them, and I just don't want to have, I make 8 trips, I take 8 different, I don't really want to do that. So, we're going to have to make some decisions on that. So I'm kind of in a holding pattern, piddling around with the Love Boat, piddling around with Brain, piddling around with the Pickle, piddling around, just piddling, just to see how things are going to fall out. So I don't really know. I don't know what to tell you guys. I wish I had like a lot of good news, and it's not technically bad news. It's just, I don't know. So we'll find out at some point. So anyway, and I guess that leads me into thanks for commenting, thanks for subscribing, thanks for watching. But most importantly, thanks for all the ways you guys support the channel. We couldn't do it without you. We most certainly wouldn't. You can best believe that. And until next time on Substandard Leader and Fox Body Videos, and this your man's YouTube 1 year stick shift, single plane, push rod, Lincoln Town Cars, 4 drag vans, proud owner, proprietor, light bulb changer, brake bleeder, pole dancer extreme, drink maker, and mix master of Club Big Boost. And as always, fight a good fight against them zombie Mustangs, that rascal Dr. Fear. I'll see you guys in the next video, and hopefully we'll get a little bit more done.